We've been a leader in banking for more than 100 years. You'll find us here, at home, on your phone, and everywhere you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Sponsored by Renaissance Bank.
Good morning, Northeast Mississippi. This is Newsbreak for Tuesday, April the 4th. I'm Brad Locke. Thanks for joining us. You can catch Newsbreak each weekday at 7 a.m. You can watch it on djournal.com, Facebook, YouTube, or the Daily Journal's mobile apps for Apple and Android devices. Going to take a quick look now at news, sports, and weather for Northeast Mississippi. We'll start with the Weather Underground forecast. Today, clear skies, high of 83 degrees, low of 60, and just a 10% chance of rain. However, thunderstorms could return on Wednesday. Looking at the 3-day outlook, high of 73 on Wednesday, low of 44. We do have a 60% chance of those thunderstorms. Thursday, partly cloudy, high of 64, low of 42. Friday, clear skies, high of 66, low of 40. Just a 10% chance of rain. Let's take a look now at some of the top stories from the Daily Journal and djournal.com on this Tuesday. Attorney General Jim Hood said Monday he's confident the legislature will pass budgets to fund his office and the state's transportation system before the new fiscal year begins on July 1st. The 2017 session of the Mississippi legislature ended last week without budget bills to fund Hood's office. There were also no bills to fund the Mississippi Department of Transportation and the State Aid Road Program, which provides state funds to help with upkeep of major county thoroughfares and bridges. State leaders have conceded a special session is needed to deal with the budget bills. The budget for the Office of Attorney General died on a key deadline day because of improper language inserted into the appropriations bill for Hood's office. The language would have mandated Hood's office inform the legislative leadership within 15 days of receiving a lawsuit settlement check. Hood said Monday the language isn't needed because he already deposits such checks in a timely manner. Mississippi's lone statewide elected Democrat deposited $134 million in lawsuit settlement funds in the state general fund during the past calendar year. Lee County Sheriff Jim Johnson has found Facebook to be a vital tool for catching wanted criminals. His office periodically posts a most wanted list on its website and Facebook page. Last week, a list of 9 most wanted was posted, and one of the suspects was booked into the Lee County Adult Jail within an hour of her mugshot going up online. Johnson said it's a very economical way to nab lawbreakers. In fact, he said often a suspect will see themselves on the list and turn themselves in. The Sheriff Department's Facebook page averages more than 10,000 hits per day, and that traffic routinely leads to shares and tips. And while pictures of the latest most wanted suspects have been on Facebook in less than a week, they've been shared about 40 times. The perceived anonymity of social media and the ability to post a tip at any time, day or night, means more and more tips are coming in electronically. Since moving into a new building last fall, the Children's Advocacy Center has seen the number of services it offers grow. The center works with child victims of crime and their families. Forensic interviews uncover details of the crime, and these interviews are recorded and can be used as evidence in court cases so the child doesn't have to relive the trauma on the witness stand. An increase in funding allowed the center to add 2 victim advocates, an extra forensic interviewer, and a mental health therapist. Center Director Marie Friesen said the additional personnel means they can serve about 20% more people than before. The Advocacy Center used to be housed inside the Family Resource Center. Moving out of downtown Tupelo into a new building offered not only more space, but also a level of separation and privacy. The new offices are on Southeastern Boulevard in front of the building that houses Magnolia Bingo, which is operated by the charity His Way, Inc. The charity not only paid to have the office space renovated, but also donated the space. And while the center has been in its new offices for 6 months, a ribbon cutting and open house were held Monday to highlight April as National Child Abuse Awareness Month. And in sports, Chad Kelly had a short outing at the Ole Miss Pro Day on Monday. The quarterback, who's about 4.5 months removed from knee surgery, had to end his day early after feeling discomfort in his wrist while making a throw. He'd thrown a handful of passes by that time. And Kelly said he sprained the wrist last week but had hoped that it wouldn't affect his workout. Kelly was not invited to the NFL Combine in Indianapolis, so this was his best chance to work out in front of a large number of scouts. Kelly passed for 2,758 yards and 19 touchdowns in 9 games last fall before a torn ACL cut his season short. As a junior, he passed for 4,042 yards and 31 touchdowns. Kelly said Monday's setback was very frustrating, but he will likely schedule private workouts with teams. That's it for Newsbreak on this Tuesday. We do want to remind you to check out a webcast we produce here at the Daily Journal every Monday. Capitol View coming to you at djournal.com around 2 p.m. And if you miss it live, catch the replay later in the day as Capitol Bureau Chief Bobby Harrison discusses what's going on with the Mississippi legislature. On this latest episode, Bobby gives us a recap of the session that just ended last week. All the stories I talked about today you can find in your Daily Journal or at djournal.com. We're on Twitter at djournalnow. Give our Facebook page a like as well. That's it for Newsbreak on this Tuesday. I'm Brad Locke. We'll see you next time.